What if I told you she never really went? You believe she's moved on, finding happiness with someone else, while you remain in the dark. But I have a question. Who really rules this place? Who do you think about more than you should? Is it the individual who torments themselves with hypothetical scenarios, or the one who simply walks away? You feel lied to right now. You believe she tore a piece of your soul away, and everything you built with her is now just a sweet memory. The worst part is that you believe she doesn't care. But the truth is that you never really lost her because she was never yours to begin with. You were always attracted to her because she mirrored your wants and needs. It makes you feel like you failed because she's with someone else, and you think that he has something you don't. But what if I told you that she starts to feel awful about everything when you stop caring? What if I told you that the only way to win this game is not to play it at all? So you see, pain is just a lie. The reason it seems real is because you've convinced yourself that she is the goal, the prize, and the award. That was never true, though. The real prize is the man you become when you stop wanting and going after things and start living your life as if you were born without being touched. You must first learn to wait to become a truly stoic man who can separate himself from others. Only then will you become the man she remembers and the man she lost. The story is about you, not her. You won't just let go by the end of this. You'll become the kind of man she could never forget. Before we go any further, though, do something right now that will change everything. Like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment below if you're ready to take back your power. Pain goes away, but power lasts forever. Number 1, the illusion of loss. It's not what you think she did when she left. What if I told you she didn't leave you? You think she did. She left you when she was no longer interested in you. There's something more to it than that. People only leave something when they think there's nothing else to find out about it. You think she's moved on now that she's found something better. That is not true. She didn't leave because you weren't good enough. She did it because she thought she knew what to do with you. As soon as she was sure she knew everything there was to know about you, she stopped being interested. Attraction isn't about how great someone is. It's about the unknown, the feeling that there's always more going on beneath the surface. She didn't have to wonder about you after you gave her your heart, soul, and openness. She had you, so she didn't see any reason to keep looking. She's now with someone else, not because he's better, more successful, or more beautiful than you, but because you don't know much about him yet. Here's where most men go wrong. They hurt themselves, beg, plead, and try to show their worth because they think that if they remind her of what they had, she'll come back. That's not how this works, though. The moment you start looking for approval, you make her choice to leave even stronger. She doesn't miss the man who waits by the door. She misses the man who just vanishes, the one she can't guess. She didn't really leave you, but she did leave the part of you she thought had nothing left to offer. You have two options. Either stay broken and prove she's mistaken, or transform into the unexpected man she never expected. Before we go any further, though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. I control my thoughts. I control my destiny. Leave a comment below if you know that loss is just an illusion. Number 2, getting rid of your emotions is the key to ultimate power. She has you in her mind right now, not in real life or even in your mind. Every time you think about her, every time you can't sleep, and every time you check her social media to see if she's okay without you, you give her power. What's the most distressing aspect of this situation? She doesn't need to do anything. Your feelings hold you back, and the more you let them control what you do, the weaker you get. But let me tell you something. The man who doesn't feel anything has power. As soon as you cease responding and allow her presence to disrupt your tranquility, you regain control. Stoics believe you should stay still and not be affected by others. Do you think the best men in history were delighted crying over a woman who broke up with them? Not at all. They understood that emotions resemble tempests. They are fleeting, irrational, and detrimental if you allow yourself to succumb to them. She thinks you'll get hurt. She wants you to show weakness and break down to show that she is more important than you. As soon as you do that, you prove everything she thought before she left. But what happens if you do nothing? What she sees in you is a man who isn't upset, desperate, or aware of her absence. That's when things change. She starts to think that she might have made a mistake at that point. Please keep in mind this. Emotional detachment is not about pretending. It's about mastering yourself so much that nothing outside of you can shake your base. And when you get to that level, no one will be able to touch you. Plus, you'll make her regret leaving. Before we go any further though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. Do not let your feelings control you. Take control of yourself. Leave a comment below if you are ready to take control of your emotions. Number 3. How to attract someone through indifference, the dark side of desire. What happens when you don't care, ask, wait, check, or ask yourself questions? It's easy to explain. She starts to notice. If you aren't concerned about something, it can be powerful, upsetting, or addicting. She thinks she still has you right now. She knows that if she ever wanted to come back, you'd still be there, even if she's with someone else. That's why she's not chasing you or thinking about you. But when she feels your loss or like she can't control how you feel, things change. People want things they can't have. It's how people are. The mind naturally pursues objects that appear to be evaporating and yearns for those that appear unattainable. And when you wanted her badly, you stopped being unique and became predictable. But now, you're now something different that she doesn't understand. You're not even responding, you're not calling or watching, and the silence and nothingness that she used to find comfort in will start to take over her. She intends to challenge you. She might post something to see if you notice. If she still maintains control over you, she might unexpectedly send you a message containing nothing significant. Most men fail in this situation because they succumb to the lure. They believe, this is my chance. When they behave hastily and exuberantly, they permanently lose their power. However, this situation does not apply to you. This is no longer the case. As any man who knows this game well will tell you, the only real answer is nothing. Indifference is the best way to get someone to like you. Only if you're strong enough to stay quiet, walk away, and disappear into a life so full that she doesn't exist in yours, will it make her question, doubt, and chase you. At that point, she wishes she hadn't left. That's when she starts to want the man you turn into. Before we go any further though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. If you agree that silence is stronger than words, please leave a comment below. For me, silence is my most powerful tool. Number 4. How being away can change you into the man. She won't forget you, believe she forgot about you. You think she moved on and isn't concerned about what you're doing at all. But let me tell you something, women will always remember the guys who made an impression on them. So far, she hasn't reached out because she thinks she still has you in her grip. She thinks she could come back if she changed her mind, and you'd still be there waiting for her. But as soon as she sees that you're really gone and have disappeared from her life, doubt starts to set in. Being absent is strong. People have to fill in the holes, wonder, and ask questions, and our minds hate those kinds of things. She's sure of her choice right now, but she'll start to wonder why you're not watching, liking, or replying when she sees that you haven't done any of those things. Why hasn't he reached out? How come he seems to have moved on so quickly? Did I judge him wrong? That one thought, that little hole in her confidence, is all it takes to make her feel awful about what she did. Most guys, though, can't do this. They are overcome with fear. If I disappear, she'll forget about me, they reason, so they lurk and leave clues for her to find, like comments, likes, and hidden notes. That's not strong, though. That's being afraid. Men who truly stand out are the ones who disappear totally, leaving behind a space where they once were, and that empty spot will keep coming back to haunt her. It's not about tricking people. It's about knowing how people work. She will never feel awful about losing a man who begs to be in her life, but she will always wonder why she lost the man who just vanished. That's the man. She can't get another one. She'll always be interested in that man. Before we go any further, though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. If you know that being absent is stronger than being present, please leave a comment below. I don't chase, I raise. Number 5. Learning to control your emotions. Unshakable resilience. Anger and sadness destroy most guys. They thought about and did things because they were hurting all the time, which made them weak and desperate. However, a man adept at managing his emotions remains unstoppable. Emotions aren't the negative thing. How you respond to them is. Pain will always be there, but suffering is something you can choose to do. Currently, you can either let your feelings run your life or learn to master them. She wants you to be weak, to fall apart, to chase, to connect with her, and to show her how valuable you are. And as soon as you do that, you agree with her choice to leave. What does she do when she doesn't see anything? There is no anger, sadness, or desperate efforts to get her back. There is only calm, focused attention, and a man who won't let something as short-term as her absence break him. Thereafter, she starts to doubt everything. Being able to handle anything without getting upset is what makes a man unique. Women are interested in guys who are strong, both physically and emotionally. Respect goes to men who can keep their cool when things get tough, who can accept defeat and keep going, and who don't break down at the first sign of rejection. Furthermore, respect is stronger than love. Love fades quickly, whereas respect endures. Such respect is what makes her doubt herself when she sees how well you're doing without her. That's what makes her wish she had never thought you were just another guy. In history, the toughest warriors lived by this rule. Stoics believed that self-control is the most powerful human trait, and that feelings should never influence behavior. You'll make her regret going, and once you master this, no woman will ever have that much power over you again. Before we go any further, though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment below saying, "I am the storm, not the rain," if you're ready to take control of your feelings. Number 6. Changing into a high-value man. The process starts. Currently, you think she took something from you. Your self-worth, your confidence, and maybe even your reason for living. And the truth is that no one can take away what you build for yourself. If she left, that can only mean one thing. It's time for you to grow. That's why most guys try to get her back. He works hard to get himself back because he is a high-value guy. That's what makes the difference between people who stay broken and people who get back up. She doesn't require proof. All I desire is for her to experience sorrow each time she hears your name. It's not because you were seeking revenge or engaging in games, but rather because you transformed into a man so unique, resilient, and self-reliant that she realizes she has lost something irreplaceable. The real win isn't getting her back, but making it so impossible for her to touch you that she wishes she had never left. What does that change look like then? It's easy. Let's not waste time. Stop being so interested in her social media. Stop going over the past over and over in your mind. You work on your body, your mind, and your goal instead. You turn into the kind of man that other men look up to and women want. The experience transforms you in a unique way. It's amusing that you no longer care if she notices when she does. If she sees that you're doing well without her, and she knows that you don't need her approval, then she will start to doubt her choice. But it won't matter by then, because you will have already won. You won't have played her game. You won by leaving it. That's the power of being highly valued. That's the power to change things. Before we go any further though, you should like this video, follow and turn on notifications. I don't prove my worth, I live it. Furthermore, please let me know if you agree that real worth isn't proven, it's lived. Number 7. She sees it, but it's too late now. There's a difference. It's clear to her. She didn't think twice about leaving at first. She was sure of herself, and maybe even a little relieved. But now there's a change in the air. Every time she checks her phone, she waits for a message that never comes. She looks for signs that you're still watching on her social media, but there are none. There is silence and absence. Now it's her turn to wonder. For starters, she tells herself, you're just trying to act cool, don't worry about it. You didn't just move on, you changed. She starts to understand the situation as the days, weeks and months go by. You were no longer in her life, and what's worse, you seem content without her. She suddenly feels awful about herself and starts to ask herself, did I make a mistake? This is something she never thought she would ask herself. Was he the one after all? Why doesn't he come after me? Now is the time you've been waiting for. But here's the important part that most guys get wrong. You don't do anything. Your behavior shouldn't change all of a sudden because you think she's coming back. This is because she isn't genuinely attempting to reconnect with you out of a desire for your return. She's trying to get in touch to see if she can still control you. And she'll go away again if you give her that approval. So the high-value man never looks back because he knows one straightforward truth. Once someone leaves, they can't come back on their terms. When she finally sees and tries to reach out, you'll understand something critical. You don't care anymore. You love the man. You've become too focused on becoming that man to even think about going backwards. That's when you've really won. Before we go any further though, you should like this video, follow and turn on notifications. Do you know that a king doesn't wait for a queen who left? Leave a comment below. A king doesn't beg a queen to stay. Number 8. The last lesson in Stoicism. You've already won. It's over, but not the way you thought it would be. You used to think that winning meant getting her back, showing her how valuable you were, and letting her know what she lost. But now you know the truth. It was always about you, not her. It was about getting to a point where her appearance or absence doesn't bother you anymore. That's when you know you've already won. It was her wish to be in charge and the center of your life, even after she left. But you didn't chase, prove, or wait. Instead, you walked away, not because you were mad or trying to trick her, but because you knew something she didn't. Real power comes from not caring about something. Now it's her turn to think about you and wonder if she did something wrong. The funny thing is that you'll be too far ahead to care when she sees what she lost. Stoicism focuses on controlling your emotions and focusing on what truly matters, yourself. In the end, nothing outside of yourself should be able to shake you. Not a woman, not being turned down, not even sadness. A person is truly liberated when they can endure loss without breaking, and when they can confront challenges without retreating. When you're that man, you'll laugh at the thought that you ever thought she was missing something in your life. You were the prize, never her. You now understand it. Before we go any further though, you should like this video, follow, and turn on notifications. Furthermore, if you know that true success is mastering yourself completely, leave a comment below saying, I don't need anyone, I'm complete. Number 9. The way of the Stoics, a fresh start. This is where your real journey starts, not in broken hearts or regret, but in full control over yourself. Now you know. Nothing else should ever be able to control your happiness. Nothing, not a woman, nothing to prove it, not even love, should ever be able to control your happiness. What matters is your ability to remain steadfast, resist change, and live with such a clear purpose that nothing or no one can disturb your foundation. In the end, she was never the goal. She was just a lesson that helped you change. And now that you've turned into this strong, focused and valuable man, you don't need closure, answers, or someone to see how valuable you are. The truth is that a man who follows the Stoic way never waits. He makes things, grows, and controls his world without ever asking for approval. The type of man she will never forget is the one who disappeared and then reappeared as something so strong and untouchable that she could no longer reach him. She will never forget the man who neither begged nor stayed. This is your victory, not making her miss you, but making it irrelevant. A man aware of his value understands that his love story with himself is the most fulfilling. This is the start of your new life. This is where you get high. This is where you let go of the past and become the best version of yourself. To be in charge, like this movie, subscribe and turn on notifications right now before you leave. Please let us know below if you're ready to take this new path. I am the master of my fate and the ruler of my mind. You've made it to the end, and if you're still here, that means something inside you has shifted. You're no longer just a man who lost someone. You're a man who has found himself. This is the Stoic path, the path of self-mastery, discipline, and complete emotional control. Ultimately, those who walk away without looking back are the strongest men. If this video resonated with you, don't stop here. Keep building, keep growing, keep pushing yourself toward the man you were always meant to be. And if you want more content that sharpens your mind and strengthens your spirit, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the phrase, "I walk my path alone, but I never walk it weak." Let the world know that from this moment forward, you are untouchable. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next one.